How y'all doing? My name is Skip. Some of y'all been with me for a minute. Some of y'all just coming along to my journey. But let me talk to y'all about why I feel like I want to quit music, because I've been doing music for 20 plus years and it just seems like it's not fun for me anymore. Because back in the day, I used to do music just because I thought it was the right thing to do, because I didn't have no purpose while I was doing these songs. So let me know if y'all was accustomed to that era with the Jeezys, the Waynes, the era to be in. What a time to be in, you know? The mixtape Weezy. So I used to go to the studio and just record. See, I didn't know the ins and outs of this music game. So that's why in reality, I felt like I wanted to be an artist. I always wanted to be signed, but I didn't know the pros and cons of getting signed. I didn't know the outcome. So in reality, it's just like, so my life was just up and down. Then I started realizing that when I was becoming an artist, I was becoming a man also. So it was a lot of stuff that was hard for me to handle when I was doing my music journey. So I'm gonna be real with y'all. A lot of y'all do music and y'all think y'all gonna get paid. In reality, it's like, it's not like that, because I thought I was gonna be paid too. And I've been doing music over 10 plus years and I really haven't got paid from it. So in reality, I stopped doing music like that. Let's keep it real. I just now started finding myself in music again. So that's why I be feeling like I just want to give up on music, because I just do project after project and it just falls on deaf ears. Don't nobody listen to it like that. I'm just now starting to see a little bit of progression from my music, and I've been doing it for a while. So at the end of the day, if y'all out there and y'all trying to be artists, I want y'all to try to find yourself and figure out y'all purpose. Why y'all doing it? Are y'all doing it for some money? Or are y'all doing it to add value to somebody that may feel just like you or go through the same pain? Because I'm sharing this video because I think I'm gonna give up on music. I don't know if I'm too old. I don't know if it's too late for me. Or maybe I shouldn't be thinking that way, because at the end of the day, I can't control my life. Because how can I control my life? So in reality, all I could do is prepare for the better or prepare for the worst. That's all I could do. I can only perform to the best of my abilities. So in reality, some days I spend countless hours writing a song, right? And then it's just like, I'll go to the studio, I spend countless hours writing a song. Then I go on BeatStars, I try to find a beat. And then I think I like the beat. And then I just rap off of it. So think about that. I just record music, just rap off of it, and don't take time to perfect my craft or nothing. I'm just keeping it real. I used to do that a lot. But as I got older, I started perfecting my craft more. I might back then only spend like $100 on a song. Now I may spend thousands of dollars on a song, because I don't care about the quantity of the song, I care about the quality. But back then, I didn't know what I was doing music for. So now that I take my time and do music better, I just feel like the music is a lot better, but it feel like I'm just spreading so much good value and people not appreciating it. But in reality, it's like, that's why I just feel like I'm deciding to just give up on music, because people not appreciating my classics. So it's like, how many more classics do I gotta make? You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, it's crazy, because I believe I have a good body of work. You might feel like you have a good body of work, but it may not be heard by the right people yet, because you got an audience for your music. But to keep y'all going, this is why I want to tell y'all, stop doing music just because you want to get money, because you're not gonna make no money from it for a long time. So once you able to learn that, it's gonna make you wanna make more music. I know it sounds crazy. Why would I make more music? I ain't gonna get no money. Because if you just wanna make music to better your craft and to add value and you find your purpose like what I did, now let me talk to you about that. I do music now to add value. So if I don't like what I did on this song, I may go back and do it again. And then when I do it again, my song sounds so much better. So it may take me 3 months to get one song done, right? But back then, I wasn't taking no 3 months. I would just record and put it out. Now that I listen to my music, now it was good music, but you could see the growth in my music. So I had this one song I was working on called Skip Hip Hop. So if you type that in, you'll find it. But I had this one beat for it, right? I was trying to rap off this beat. And sometimes if it's not going, it's not going. If it don't fit, it don't fit. Some days you may have to change your rap for a beat. And don't be lazy to do that. Some of y'all artists are lazy to do that because I used to be lazy. Keep the same rap. And sometimes if it don't go, it don't go. So stop forcing it. So I had this one beat for this song called Skip Hip Hop. The beat was too fast, but this is what I wrote to it. The beat was too fast. And I thought it went when I was recording it, but it wasn't going. Because you can write a song, because people don't know this. When you being an artist, it's a lot of ins and outs in this game. It ain't just making music. You gotta learn how to do the right marketing. You gotta learn how to write the song to the best of your abilities. The song gotta go with the beat. And if you don't have nothing to back you up, no manager, nobody putting money into you, your career is gonna be stagnant. So that's what I want to tell y'all artists. If y'all want to be artists, y'all want to have an income set up that can't nothing stop the show. Because if you working at this job, and I know a lot of y'all artists, y'all working y'all 9 to 5s. Y'all want y'all music to blow up so y'all can leave y'all 9 to 5. But in reality, your music career is taking slower than ever because you got to wait till you get paid. I'm accustomed to that too. But I'm starting to learn how to value my other situations in life because you're going to live life. Everybody's going to live life. So your life just doesn't evolve around your music. That's why you have to get a job. So once you start changing your mindset on that, like, okay, you go get a job to make money. Figure out another way to make some money other than a job. It could be a self-employed business that you want to do. You might do DoorDash, you might do Instacart, whatever. Or you might just get another income coming in that you put your time in. So if something goes wrong, you can still promote your music, you can still push your music, you can still market your music. If something goes wrong and you working on a job, you got to stop. And I know a lot of y'all been feeling like that. Y'all been in that situation before because I was there. Y'all have something good going, but you don't got enough money because your job is not paying enough and you got to spend your money on other bills. But this is what I want to tell y'all. And that's why I feel like I just be wanting to quit because that's what made it not fun for me no more. Because I'll be doing all these projects and it's taking a minute and I'll be 35 next year. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I be thinking like, am I too old? But in reality, greatness has no age. You can make a hit when you 40. You know what I'm saying? Look at Future. Ain't no shade to Future, but he like 45 and he's still on the radio. But he got some good hits. And I gotta give Future his credit. He know how to make a hit. So it don't matter how old you are, it's your mindset. So at the end of the day, my mindset was messed up because that's what I thought. Because I was always programmed to believe everything I do, I'm supposed to get paid for it right away. And in reality, you're not going to get paid right away. So think about it. I've been doing music for 15 plus years. I'm just keeping it real. And I just now made a couple dollars from it, but not that much. But that don't mean I can't make that much. Because look at the Russ story. He's talking about he didn't make money for 5, 6, 7 years. And he make $100,000 a week. And he was doing songs from his mama's basement. He put the keyword on that, mama's basement. Because he was destined to get those songs done. So that's why in reality it's like, I felt like giving up because I didn't have no drive. And I know y'all be going through ups and downs like that too. Y'all be feeling mixed emotions because y'all don't know if y'all want to give up and things like that. But something changed in my life. Why it's like, then on the other hand, I be want to just quit. I be undecided. One minute I feel like I want to keep going. Another minute I just feel like giving up. Because it's like I feel like will I ever be signed, or will I be a artist that just never gets his recognition? I don't know. But in reality, it's like you can't control it. All you can do is focus on getting better and promoting your craft and just creating. Because that's how you want it to be. You don't want to just blow up right away because you ain't going to know what to do with it. And I learned that lesson. If I blew up when I was younger, I wouldn't know how to handle that. So at the end of the day, I'm mature now. And you can make music about what you want to make music about. It's your creativity as an art. So once you got your creativity as an art, that's what you need to do. So once you figure that out, and kid you not, let me talk about the money. I barely made over $500. And I'm just keeping it real. But that don't mean I can't make money in the future. So that's why content is always the key. So if you have content and you focus on your quality of your content, you could have one album out. As long as it's the greatest album people ever heard, they'll be listening to that over time. And that's where I messed up at, because I didn't focus on that. I didn't focus on perfecting my craft and my quality. If I perfect my craft and my quality how I'm supposed to, I would be better. So that's why, let me talk to you about the song. The Skip hip hop song. The beat just didn't go. And then this is the change that happened in my life. The beat just didn't go with what I was talking about. So in reality, once I changed the beat, I kept the same rap, but I changed the beat, right? This is the crazy thing that happened. I put my stuff on YouTube, right? I was promoting it, right? But I wouldn't put no ads or no nothing behind it, right? I was just organically putting the song out, right? So then, once I organically put the song out, I go on my Apple Music, right? I look at the song, I got 26 Shazams in 2 days. And the song, I ain't even paid a promoter to do nothing. So I'm looking at that like God telling me something, God showing me a sign. Like, that's why I say perfect your craft. Because y'all look at y'all monthly listeners and y'all be like, man, I ain't got no monthly listeners. Man, you could get monthly listeners, you get 2-3 million monthly listeners off one song. So in reality, so what that means is that take your time and do your song. If you gotta find a better beat, it may flow way better. And if you make that decision, you will do right. So at the end of the day, just think about it. That's why a lot of artists, they always say they got a fan base, but they ain't got no hits. And I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. All those artists, no shade to them. A lot of the artists, they just feel like they don't want to go through the same song over and over. But now that I'm learning, I would love to do the same song over and over, because I can have a cheat code or how I should say it. I may be listening to it in the car, like, well, let me try something. Let me see if I can say it this way. And then that's what I did with the Skip hip hop song. And I barely promoted it. And it's a perfect song. And the Shazams is telling me that. So I focus on quality instead of quantity. So that's what makes me feel like, dang, should I really give up? Because I'm really putting quality in my craft, because I'm taking my craft more seriously. You got to start challenging yourself. Just because you feel like you did a verse good, just think about it. Go to the studio next time. And I know it may sound crazy, but if you're a real artist and you want to perfect your craft, it don't sound crazy at all. Now, do your song. Now, you might have a good verse or whatever. Try to do that same song 4 or 5 times, and then you see how much better it sounds once you did it 4 or 5 times. And listen to it. You got to listen to it. Don't be scared to listen to your music. And I know y'all, as an artist, y'all be scared to listen to y'all music. Don't be scared to listen to your music. Listen to your music, critique it, and start challenging yourself. I could have said it this way. Go in the booth, say it that way, see how I sound that way. Now watch, you be like, dang, it rap way better by me saying it that way. Now, if you got a bad beat and it's just not flowing on the beat, Give it some time. Just keep listening to the beats to see which rap fits on it or which song fits on it better. Because that's what I do. I don't just go buy beats like how I used to. And that's what we be going wrong at as artists. We'll see a beat, we'll buy it. And think about it. Most of those producers want 150, 200, 300 for a beat or whatever. But just start going to the studio and rapping off every beat that you feel like that's gonna go in there. Now you ain't gotta rap off 1,000 of them, but just if you like that beat, rap off of it 4 or 5 times, or just start rapping off beats to the song and you not going to the studio. That's how you'll save money. That's another way you can save money. Just rap off a lot of beats with that same rap. And whichever rap go better, take that to the studio. Because now you perfecting your craft about quality. So then, once you do that, you're gonna start making way better songs. So if you could get anything better in life, quality over quantity. Because look at Lauryn Hill. I heard she's still touring from that same album. And she only got one album, and it's a diamond album. And in reality, that's all you need. But it's good to have a variety, because I would be brokenhearted as a listener and you only got one album out, but I can't be too brokenhearted because I'm going to still listen to that same album. Think about it. So that's why I'm starting to focus on. You might have 20, 30 projects, and this is for the artists that like to make 40 and 50 projects. But after a while, if you're just pushing stuff out there and you're not focusing on making it good, it's going to fall on deaf ears. Ain't nobody going to like it. So stop worrying about pushing out a lot of projects, because that's where I went wrong at. I wanted to be like, I got this goal where I want to make 30, 40 projects. I said, just give me a good 15. I ain't got to go past 15. I may go to 20. Once I perfect my craft, it don't even matter. Because think about it. You may listen to an artist. Let me know if y'all favorite artist got 15 projects, 20 projects, 30 projects, right? They may have 30, 40 projects. You only gonna listen to 1 or 2. So you gonna keep going back to your same favorite one, that same classic. Man, I like this one better than 2000. You might still be listening to the same artist from 2012. Because they focus on quality. So I don't care about having no 30, 40,000 projects, because at the end of the day, I'm gonna make a couple great projects, or I can make a lot of good projects, but I'm gonna make a couple great projects. And it's just gonna be like, it's gonna be the greatest music you ever heard in your life. And that's all that matters. Just even with Pac. Pac is my favorite artist. You know what I'm saying? The best artist ever. But when I listen to Tupac, I listen to the same albums. Me Against the World. All Eyes on Me is the best one. All Eyes on Me is my favorite one. But I listen to Me Against the World more. I know that's crazy. Maybe because All Eyes on Me is kind of long. It's a double disc. But that Me Against the World got 15 tracks on it. And they all classics. And that's how I go. Or just like the Machiavelli album. Classics. So you make something great. Look at Playboi Carti. He barely even got music out. But people love him. So that's what I'm learning. And that's why it's like, that's another note why I be deciding, should I quit or should I not? So let me know how y'all feeling in the comments. And I'm going to talk to y'all on the next one. Peace.